Hey guys, quick update on my Phrecia leaguestart. The character is currently level 80 and I'm happy to announce that I have my free MTX. And leveling was pretty easy and fast, especially considering that I was constantly overleveled and kept upgrading my settlers mechanic. In hindsight, that was a bit of a waste of time to do so early. Anyway, completing the campaign took me around 8 hours. The main issue during the leveling was the lack of a proper bow to keep up with the damage. Defensively, the character felt quite solid. The first ascendancy helped with the movement speed and resistances, while the second one boosted damage against stronger bosses and rares. As you can see, the ballistas are triggering grasping vines and ramping up the poison. The damage is probably lower than you go to meta spell right now, but the experience was quite fun, especially considering that we were quite tanky and I haven't played a ballista in like 3 or 4 years. The MVP so far has been the grasping vines, which can basically neutralize any big boy from the regime ore. The third and fourth ascendancies will focus on shrines, especially since the idols provide some great bonuses to fuel this mechanic further. And as I note, we are dodging the ghoul with this ascendancy, which is quite pricey. Lucky for us, Wilma is quite cheap unique and provides tons of attack for the totems. It should cost you around 3 or 4 chaos. The remaining items set me back for 1 or 2 chaos. The bow dropped for me, but something similar should cost around 5 chaos. And don't forget about the rune enchants from the settlers. For the chest, the best early game option is Restless Sword, which is again super cheap as it provides a solid amount of evasion and energy shield, working really well with ghost dance, and yeah, additional movement speed, why not. As mentioned, the rest of the gear is pretty much trash, though Prism Weave gave a decent damage boost early. Currently everything is running on a 4-link, which I've been using since level 30. I run every map mode and right now I'm rushing tier 6 maps. There are some cases where I feel like I need more damage, like in this scenario where I got a boosted version rare with double regen. So on the fly I took reduced regen and it finally went down. On a side note, due to how idols work, I have this weird feeling that maps are overcrowded, so I started skipping most of the mechanics and focusing on just 1 or 2. The ones I will definitely skip is the ritual, mainly because there's still a lot of chaos damage that bypasses our energy shield and ghost dance, leaving us with very low life to counter it. I'm not a fan of it anyway, and to be honest, I'm pretty sick of it after PoE 2. So currently I'm thinking on focusing on Expedition and Harvest, since those two won't melt my GPU. For some reason I'm losing a lot of FPS. So I updated my previous PoB guide, which I link in my league start video. The build on a 10 chaos budget should easily take you to level 80 if you just want to grab the MTX, which is quite nice. The gem segment will be quite short thanks to this oppressive ascendancy. For now I'm sticking with a 4-link, but I'll try to make a 5-link in a bow to set up the Balista. The 5th support will be probably Inspiration to fix mana cost. The other gems I'm using are Frenzy, which generates charges that are synergizing well with the helmet. Dash or Blink Arrow are just for jumping over obstacles. My aura setup currently consists of Hatred, Haste and Clarity. If I get more mana or reduce skill mana cost, I'll try to fit in Flesh and Stone. The alternative option could be using Grace instead of Hatred. Haste is the most important aura here, especially if you are using Wilma's unique helmet. Clarity is more of a quality of life aura, so we don't have to spam a mana flask. For the next major upgrades, besides getting a 5 or 6 link, the main goal on the road to level 90 will be probably upgrading Quiver to the one with the projectile speed and setting up the tree to grab a Supreme Ego along with a Longshot and Projectile Master. And don't forget to change bow mastery to the one that supports the projectile speed. On top of that, I'm thinking about a cluster duel with Sleepless Sentinels. This should add a nice synergy with Onslaught and Wilma's, boosting attack speed through its cast speed conversions. Due to my limited time, I'm not planning to make any more builds for Phrecia. I will be focusing solely on this one, so you can expect more updates and fully fleshed out build guide at the end. After that, I will likely head back to PoE 2, especially since there's news that the 0.2 might be coming sooner than expected. For now, that's all. Thanks for watching. See ya.